Hey YouTube, my name is First Chew Review. Well, technically my name isn't First Chew Review, obviously, but that's the name of this channel, First Chew Review. And what I'm going to be doing today, and for the foreseeable future, I hope, is buying different foods from across the GTA and eating them and reviewing it, and then for things that aren't too far, or foods that aren't too far for me personally, for me to get and to bring over, I'll be eating them here, right? And kind of a review style format. So I don't have a script, I don't have anything. This is my first video, I'm new to all of this, so we're gonna just raw dog this without a script, and hopefully it goes well, right? Okay, so the food today that we got is Jollibee here. Jollibee. So for those who don't know, Jollibee is a Filipino chicken place. Known for their chicken, obviously. So this is the bag. It's just ripped, I guess, from me transporting it. There's the fries. There's the gravy right here. Right there. Put that there. And then we got some tissues. Just put that to the side there. And we have the chicken itself. Just put that there. Right? Let's open this up. We're gonna have the tissues here. Open this up. And this is it right here. Let's get a thumbnail and a picture for the Instagram. Okay. And yeah, and that's the food. So we got the gravy, we got a 3-piece chicken, not spicy, regular, and some fries. I've had Jollibee before. I've had Jollibee actually multiple times. I love Jollibee. It's one of my favorite places to eat, honestly, in terms of chicken. But for some reason, the Jollibee near me just does not, for the life. I don't know what's going on for the past month or two. Just does not have spicy chicken, and I love spice. I love spice. But they don't have it, so it kind of takes it down for me a bit, but I still eat it, I still enjoy it, still love it. So what we're gonna be doing is just eating this here. Even though I did say I'm raw dogging this video, I do still have some topics and a little bit of structure about how I wanna go about it. So what I'm basically gonna be doing is just the concept of the videos, excluding today, is just me eating, talking about the food, my experience with the food, just how it tastes, and just random things, just things in pop culture, or just things about everyday life, just how I'm feeling, movies, music, TV shows, literally anything, right? And why am I doing it? So actually, let me start eating first, so that we can get it started, and I won't have to say everything and then eat and have nothing to talk about, right? So let's just take this, take the gravy. Like I said, I love Jollibee, so usually what I do is I just dip it into the gravy, like this. That's what most people do, right there. And then it's not spicy, but still really good. And one of my favorite chicken places to eat. So I used to, when I was younger, really love KFC. I used to really love KFC. Once I went to Montreal with my family when I was younger, and all I'd be eating is KFC. And then I discovered Popeyes, and oh my god, to this day I still like Popeyes. Still love Popeyes. Still love their chicken tenders. However, the thing about Popeyes is, I don't know what it is, but their chicken, not the chicken tenders, but the chicken like this, makes my stomach hurt. It just makes me sick. So all I can have is the chicken tenders. And then a Jollibee opened up near me, And I said, you know what? I need to try it. And here I am, probably like a year later, still eating Jollibee consistently. It's just, it's really juicy, in my opinion, and it's pretty well seasoned. I'm just gonna throw the bones out off camera so they're just not sitting here, so you guys don't have to look at it, because I know I wouldn't want to look at it. Drink for today is a Coke Zero. The drink you're gonna see most of the time is Coke Zero, honestly, because Coke Zero is delicious. I used to never like Coke Zero. I used to never like Coke Zero. And then one of my friends put me onto it. He's like, hey, you're just going through your days not having Coke Zero. You need to try Coke Zero. Because you know what? I tried it when I was younger, and I didn't necessarily like it just because I liked Coke. And then as I started becoming more health conscious, I started trying to stay away from Coke, but I still wanted the fizziness because Coke is better than Pepsi in terms of fizziness, in my personal opinion. So, and then he showed me Pepsi, and I'm just like, Coke Zero. And I was like, wow, this is actually incredible. I'm going to have this every day. And that's literally what I've been doing every single day. Oh, I almost knocked over my gravy. That's what I've been doing. Having it literally every single day. No regrets. And that's what we're having today. So, kind of straying off here. Look at this piece of chicken. Marvelous. Look at that. The batter is nice. It's nice and crunchy. We're gonna want to get a bite in. Right there. That was good and that was crunchy. I hope that crunch came through on the video because that's a good one. That was a good one. So why am I doing this? So, honestly, I always wanted to make a YouTube in terms of food. And I was always told that I'm really like into food, and I know I'm really into food. I have like a food list, and I have a bunch of things. I have a food list. I'll show it one day, but I have a food list, and it's specifically because I just like trying a bunch of foods and like going to a bunch of food places. So I was like, you know what? Let me just starting a YouTube channel isn't that expensive. I can just go start it and then get some food, and I don't necessarily want to show. I don't really want to show myself, which is why you guys are only seeing my hands and like the food right here. I was like, you know what? How can I do this in a way that I don't have to show myself? I can still eat food and then just like talk about it. And this was a pretty good way. So I do have goals. I do have aspirations for this, but the real reason why I'm doing this right now is just because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy eating. I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy getting different foods, or even the foods I have, the same foods I have all the time. Right? And one thing I love doing is I love taking off the skin, saving it for later. Love it. And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, I just like doing it. So it's not like I'm gonna be here getting super upset if it doesn't grow, because I just, want to do this. Just get another bite in here. Also, I hate cold food, so I'm trying to slow down my eating, but I feel like I'm still eating pretty fast. No, I'm eating pretty slow. Oh, yeah. That's good. Yeah. Aside from me just wanting to do it, a lot of people tell me I should make a food YouTube and stuff and talk about it. And I was always very hesitant to do it because I didn't want to show myself. But I feel like this is a good median, or median. This is a good compromise with myself on how I can do it. All right, I recently started an Instagram too under the same name, The First Chew Review. And you guys can go check that out at The First Chew Review on Instagram. And this is The First Chew Review on YouTube. I'm going to make a TikTok eventually, but I'm not the biggest TikTok person. So in terms of like making videos, but in terms of viewing stuff, I freaking love TikTok. TikTok's up there. So in terms of reading and stuff, content, reading, Twitter, TikTok, like all the way down off the screen is Instagram. I do not like Instagram, but you know, this food is just, I love Jollibee. Love it. If I didn't think I'd get a heart attack, I'd eat this every single day. But since I'm in my late 20s, I'm not trying to have a cholesterol issues. It's good. That's good. One piece. So Jollibee is a chain restaurant. A lot of people know about it. What? If you're into chicken sandwiches, let me tell you right now, do I have the place for you. So out of the chain restaurants, in my personal opinion, Jollibee does have the better chicken sandwich, better than Popeyes. That new chicken sandwich that came here to Canada was not as good as everyone was hyping it up like last year, 2 years ago, whenever the hell that was a thing. KFC's good, Double Down's good, Popeyes is good, Jollibee is the best in terms of franchise. But outside the franchise, the best chicken sandwich I've had is from, what's it called? El Jefe de Pollo, I think is what it's called. I'm butchering it. I'm sorry for butchering it, but El Jefe de Pollo, so good. So good. They give you a glove to eat it because it's so messy, but I go and I get it. Every time I get it, it's so good. I don't know if there's multiple ones of it, but the one I go to is near York University. So, that's definitely too far for me to go to bring food here and eat. Right? Because I need my food to be hot. And I did get one of those bags, you know, the thermal bags, like Skip the Dishes get, and Uber get, and all that stuff. I did get that just to keep my food hot, but I feel like even if I keep it in there, the food will still stay warm, but maybe the food will get like soggier because this chicken, it is in sauce, so it'll most likely get soggy. So I'm not trying to have that. I need to find a way to probably do this in my car. I definitely will. Find a way to do it in my car. And the last piece here, gonna have more Coke Zero. Other than that, how are you guys doing in this fine afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching it, future? I'm doing pretty good. I didn't do much today. I woke up, sat down and think. That's one thing I love doing when I wake up. Before I do anything, I like to sit up and just think about what I need to do for the day. I actually have a planner to kind of organize my thoughts because I feel like I just have like some crazy, not like crazy bad memory. I have some pretty bad memory, so I'll have a bunch of things I need to do in the day, and I'll forget like half of them. So I got a planner. So, but today, luckily, I didn't have much to do. I just had to. Woke up, went to the gym, went to Jollibee, picked up this food, and came home. like I said, I'm very new to YouTube in terms of creating content. So I actually have no idea what to do after this. Zero idea. So I know the steps I need to take. I need to export this video, my phone onto, because I'm recording on my phone. Export it from my phone onto the computer, edit it, create a thumbnail, post it. The first obstacle is the fact that I do not have editing software, so I gotta find out which editing software to get. And second, I'm recording this on an iPhone, and I have a PC. I have an MSI gaming laptop. So I know it's easier if you have a Mac because you can just AirDrop and then use like Movie Maker or something, or Final Cut Pro. I don't got any of that, so I need to figure out what I'm gonna do there. Figure out how this whole YouTube and creating videos works, how to put links and all that stuff in there. But so good. I love Jollibee. But you know what, like I said, I'm doing this for mainly for fun. It's just something I want to do. So for now, I'm just gonna take my time. I'm not gonna have a schedule for where I'm gonna create videos or post videos, because right now this is my first video and I can't really dedicate too much time to creating videos, although I'll try to dedicate as much time as I can to create videos. But I don't want to make a schedule for it, because I feel like once I start making a schedule for it, it'll become more like a job. And before this becomes a job, which I do eventually want it to become, that'd be very nice. That'd be very amazing. That is one of the goals. But for now, I just want it to be something I have fun with, you know? Have fun with. I learn some skills like editing, creating videos, all that stuff. All right? Hopefully along the way, people see some of the food. Maybe make their day. Maybe they enjoy me talking about nonsense and stuttering and tripping over my own words because I cannot speak to save my life. I stuttered so many times, it's impossible to edit out. I also lose my train of thought. Like 90% of the time when I speak, I lose my train of thought so fast, and I just jump from topic to topic. I'm not very consistent. But I'll try to be. You'll also see me wiping my hands a lot because I hate when my hands are dirty. So our family owns a business, and well, I guess half my family owns a business. I don't know, but it's a trade, and in the trade, it's a trade where you have to use your hands on. You get very dirty. So when I was a kid and I used to go there, I used to hate touching things. When my hands would get dirty, there'd be dirt all over my hands and grease all over my hands. Every single time it would touch my hands, I'd go wash my hands right away. And it's funny because I'm actually very self-conscious about my hands, but I'm also more shy about the camera, so I'd rather you guys see my hands than watch me just like eat the food than see me. So I forgot what I was even saying before this, actually. Huh. Wow. See what I mean? I already forgot what I was saying, but oh yeah. No. Is that what I was talking about? Yeah. I would like for this to become a job, but when it does, then I'll start having a more consistent schedule. Also, I'll most likely show my face eventually. Eventually, if this grows and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and I get to the point where I have, say, 10,000 subscribers, for example, then most likely I'll show my face. Because at that point, it's too far to. I'm too far in to go back, right? So I might as well show my face, let people see who I am, and then also, this form of me filming isn't my favorite. Because right now, I am standing. I could sit, but I am too self-conscious that if I'm sitting and I like lean forward too much, you guys will see my head. And it makes me feel better if I'm standing and looking at the camera and seeing like how it looks at all times, right? Whereas if I were to do a different way, if I were to sit in front of, if the camera was like over here in front of me, and I was at the end of the table and it was looking at me, it'd just be much easier. I could flip the camera, see how I look at all times, and yeah. This is also so different for me, so because usually when I get food like Jollibee, things like that, and I bring it home to eat, I'm usually always I usually do it on a specific day because that's when certain shows come out. Right? So for example, I hadn't eaten Popeyes for the longest time, right? So I used to eat Popeyes all the time when I was younger. And I stopped eating in 2013 because I had it too much. And I kept the streak up until 2018. So for 5 years, I didn't eat Popeyes. Coach here again. And then when I started eating it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add some structure to this because Popeyes isn't necessarily the healthiest food to eat. So I was like, let me just eat this on a specific day. Yes, my shirt is ripped. This is my workout shirt. Don't mind that. Let me eat Popeyes on a specific day. And then I made it Friday. Because a lot of shows would come out. The episodes would come out on Friday. And for Jollibee, recently, my plan was to make Jollibee a Wednesday food. That's because I don't know if anyone who watches anime, but usually on Wednesdays, Mob Psycho comes out, at least recently. Fries here. Wow, it's stuck stuck together. And if you guys watch anime but haven't seen Mob Psycho 100, you definitely should because it is one of my favorite animes. Not just right now, but just in general. Mob Psycho, in my opinion, is a really well done anime. It hits all the notes. I also really like the fries. The fries are really good. Probably not the best. Some people probably have their other fries that they like better, but I really like these ones. They're not too crunchy and crispy right now because I was trying to figure out what to do because the wire for the headphone was coming in the video. So I was like sitting here for like 10 minutes trying to figure it out. So the fries are a bit soggy, but still really good. But anyways, Mob Psycho, really good show. A lot of depth in the characters. The characters are really well developed. The story's really good. The animations animated by Bones. Made like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Did the Cowboy Bebop Stairway to Heaven movie. What else did it do? My Hero. Maybe that's not a good one to say that they did, but My Hero. Space Dandy. You name it. They did a lot. The show's paced very well too, in my personal opinion. And they really do a good job of showing how characters grow, right? Characters really do start off as one thing in the show, and then now that they're in the third season, the characters are very much different, but still have a lot to learn, still have a lot to grow. If anyone's seen One Punch Man, the creator's the same, as in like the creator's name is One. He's the same. Show is so good. Right now is a crazy time for anime too, because there's so many shows that came out. For example, so like I said, Mob Psycho came out, which is a really highly anticipated one. Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man came out. Took the world by storm because a lot of people anticipate Chainsaw Man to be really good, and it is actually very good. Animation is super crisp and super, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like super tight. Like, you'll see like the animation, you'll be like, wow, it's super smooth. I don't know what they're doing with the animation. It's kind of 3D-esque, but not really. When I think of 3D, I think of like Inuyashiki or something. I don't know if you guys seen that, but I think of that. And that 3D was atrocious. It hurt my eyes, but the show still slapped because the story was really good. All right. What's really good? What else is out right now? So, also, one of my favorite shows from last year came back too. Last year, 2 years ago. 2 Year Eternity. 2 Year Eternity, when it came out, I was telling everyone to watch the show because 2 Year Eternity, absolutely incredible. The pacing, the animation isn't bad either. The animation's pretty good. Well, the first season. The animation, the storytelling, the character development, same thing as Mob Psycho, but the pacing is incredible. So most people will probably agree that the first episode, or not most people, but a lot of people agree that the first episode of To Your Eternity is probably one of the best first episodes you could see, or you could watch. It's like up there with Attack on Titan and whatever else has a really good first episode because it's really well paced and it's really sad. It's very depressing, but it's still very good in my personal opinion. And then as the show goes on, the show does a really good job of making you care for characters. For those who don't know, To Your Eternity is just a show about an orb that becomes sentient, and it has to save humanity from these things that are killing people. But in order to do it, he has to become stronger. And to become stronger, he has to live life and become human. Very good show. The second season's out right now. Nice. Second season's out right now. Second season's also very good right now, but you can tell something's off with the second season. So I did some digging. It didn't take much digging to find it, to be quite honest with you, but both the director and the animation studio has changed so late into production of the show too, and you could actually notice it from the this is I don't like putting my fingers into gravy and stuff, so you can actually tell that it's different. Just because the animation isn't as smooth. I would say there's pacing difficulties, but I don't think so because a lot of people are saying that it's following the manga exactly to a T, so I don't know. Show's still very good, but as it stands, I don't know if it's as good as the first season. We have to see how it goes. I'm pretty sure the next episode's out. I need to watch it, but you know. My Hero's out, too. Looking pretty good. Animation's crisp. Fandom's still weird. I'm joking. What else? Blue Lock. I have not watched Blue Lock. I need to watch Blue Lock, the soccer shooting anime. I need to watch it. But that is for another day. Final bites. Yeah, need to watch that and Bleach too, but We'll get around to that eventually. And that was a Jollibee. So, in terms of rating it, I really do like Jollibee. I love Jollibee all the time. There hasn't been a time where I ate Jollibee where I was like, this is disgusting. But since they don't have spicy, it does take the experience away from me a bit. I'll probably give this an 8 out of 10. When it's spicy, it's like an 8.5 out of 10. The reason why I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10 or anything like that, even though I really like it, is because I've definitely had chicken that's better. Like, for example, El Jefe. I've had their chicken, which is very good. And I've had chicken from other places that are very good too. I'd potentially say that's on par or better than Jollibee. But in terms of franchise, it's probably one of the best chickens out there you can get, in my personal opinion. So that was Jollibee. My 3-piece with fries. Drink is a Coke Zero that I bought externally. And I just want to say thank you. If you got this far, wow, that's crazy. Through all the horrible editing I'm about to do, all the horrible editing and like choppy editing and all that stuff, and trying to figure out the sound and stuff like that. If you got through it, thank you, thank you. This is my first video, the first of many to come, and I'm really excited to take this journey because this is actually fun. At least to me, it's fun, right? I will probably, in the upcoming videos, fix it up because these wires are here that I really don't like, but I can't really move them out of the way because my laptop is right here and it's kind of pushed to the edge. So this is the best I can do in terms of spatial issues. But it'll get better and I'll fix it. And hopefully we get to the point where this could be full time and you guys can finally see me. But if not, it's okay. So my name is First Chew Review, or the First Chew Review. You can follow me on Instagram. I'm just gonna plug the Instagram because Instagram's the main thing I'm promoting right now. And this was Jollibee.